Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Yesterday, the XRP ledger halted again. And by my count, this is the third time it's happened in history. If there's a time I'm not thinking of, let me know. Maybe I'm just forgetting something, but I believe this is the third time. I'll reference the other two instances as we get into this video here. I will state at the outset, in case you're concerned, yes, everything is fine at this point. It certainly has recovered, and the market sure as hell didn't care. The price of XRP absolutely did not take a hit at any point as a result of this. And it's now been well over a day, so we'll see. I mean, this happened yesterday evening anyway. So we'll get into it here. But before going any further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice. And you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby. And just for fun. All right, so I first found out that this was happening as it was happening. This is the first indication I saw. I was scrolling through my feed on X, and Wietse Wind, who is a developer building on top of the XRP ledger, he shared this post, and this was at, let's see, 4:07 p.m. Central Time. Okay, and that's my time zone. That's the reason I'm using that. So that was yesterday, 4:07 p.m. in the evening. And he simply wrote, the XRP ledger halted. Last produced ledger, which is a block, that means the same thing. And I don't know, by the way, I don't know why, I don't know who decided to call this the XRP ledger instead of the XRP blockchain, but it is a blockchain, just to be clear for anybody that's new to the crypto space and new to XRP in general. It's the same damn thing. But anyway, so last produced ledger 10 minutes ago. And then he cited what that is. It's 93 million and something there. And then he simply wrote investigating. And so I found out at 4:31 p.m., so a little over 20 minutes after he posted that, and I was like, God damn it. So I simply wrote, XRP ledger has halted. Damn it. That's pretty much my reaction. And I knew that this is not something that's going to be, concerning for market participants. I knew that this is not something that would put our XRP itself at risk. And by the way, the reason I knew that is because the way that the XRP ledger is designed is that if there's a problem, instead of making forward progress, the ledger will just halt. Like that's a security mechanism. Some chains don't prioritize that as much, and you can have forward action that isn't exactly ideal. That is not what was happening here. There's nothing nefarious. There's no way. Like, look, people have been trying to find chinks in the armor here, in the XRP ledger armor, for over a decade. Okay. There's nothing that you can do as an individual or an organization to actually halt this thing. This was a mishap, and I've got an update. I didn't talk about this last night because, frankly, there wasn't enough information at the time. I've got a little bit more now. Maybe there will be an official report from various entities, building on top of the XRP ledger after further analysis is done here. But just suffice it to say, there is no there's no single way to come at the XRP ledger and attack it and just like literally destroy it. If there were a way to do that, I'm pretty sure that at some point in the last decade that would have been found out. I mean, it's just the same for Bitcoin. Like, Bitcoin's been under attack effectively. People have been trying to find ways to attack and game the system since its inception back in 2009. All right, and so also I wanted to highlight this too, because the Bitcoiners are having fun with this. You'd expect them to. Okay, the XRP ledger halts. They despise it for irrational reasons. And oh my God, it's down for about an hour. Oh my God. Well, down's not technically the right word. It's technically just halted. There is a distinction from a technological perspective. So it's halted for that long, but you see, it didn't make forward progress. But that's funny because Bitcoin is such trash technology by comparison that they have to deal with effectively what we could consider a halt all the time. And I know from a technological perspective, it's not the same thing. I'm not arguing that it is. I'm saying the net result in terms of block production, you get the same net result. That's the only thing that I'm saying there. And so Neil Hartner, who is a Ripple employee here, you can see a software engineer on Ripple Payments, shared this post. And he wrote, and shared this last night after the XRP ledger had halted. He wrote, earlier today, the Bitcoin network failed to mine a new block for 88 minutes. This is the 21st time in 2025 that it took 60 minutes or longer for the Bitcoin network to mine a new block. And so he's obviously doing a little bit of trolling there because they were throwing some crap our way, and totally fair in my mind. That's because Bitcoin, even though I revere it because it is it's what created this all. Like it was the beginning of the entire crypto asset class. I genuinely do revere it, even though I'll joke about how crappy its technology is sometimes. But it is indeed the case. This is just a fact, right? That Bitcoin is the least technologically advanced and the worst technology in the entire space because it was the first. Doesn't mean you can't appreciate it. Like, I appreciate it. I do. I revere, like, I really do. But I'm just calling it like I see it because I like to live in reality here, right? And so here you can see there's this website shared by Neil Hartner. It shows all of the instances just in 2025 when Bitcoin took over an hour, to mine a new block. And there's also this. So somebody asked him, how many times has this happened in its history? And Neil Hartner wrote back to him 2,339 times, according to Dune Analytics. It's happened 2,339 times that it's taken over an hour. Whoa. For XRP, it's 1 or 2 by comparison. And again, this is Bitcoin acting as designed. And for XRP, it took a halt for it to happen once or twice. Think about that. And so we got word. This is from Wheatsay Summon Wallet. This is at what time? 5:02 p.m. last night. XRP Ledger is back online. The XRP Ledger is now fully operational after the recent halt, and transactions can resume as normal. We've been monitoring, or says we're monitoring the situation, and we'll share a full update once more information is available. And by the way, so this has happened before. We've seen halts. For instance, here's a headline from early December in 2024. They were referencing when the XRP Ledger was halted, November 25th, 2024. I talked about that at the time. The first time it ever happened, I believe it was November or December of 2020. I don't recall specifically at this point, but it was around there. And I can't remember how long it was down. Maybe it was close to an hour. I'd have to admittedly look that up. I just can't recall because it's been so many years. So those are the 2 times that I can think of off the top of my head. This is the third. If there's another one, drop it in the comment section below. Maybe I'm forgetting something. But as far as I know, these are the only 3 times that we've seen anything even like this. And none of it's something that's going to destroy XRP or stop adoption of the XRP Ledger. These are exceedingly rare moments. You're talking about XRP Ledger publicly being live for 12 years now, and it's happened 3 times, and they're all very brief moments here. And welcome to the world of technology, folks. No technology is perfect. Here's the headline from Cointelegraph. Ripple says XRP Ledger back online after hour-long network halt. XRP Ledger has recovered from a network halt that prevented validations from being published for over an hour, Ripple's chief technology officer confirmed. Network activity froze at block height 93 million and whatever the numbers on the screen for 64 minutes before the blockchain rebooted on February 4th at 10:58 a.m. UTC, XRP Ledger's Explorer page shows. It looked like consensus was running, but validations were not being published, causing the network to drift apart. That's a quote from Schwartz. But let's just go to exactly what he said. I don't really need to read the rest of the article here. And so here's the post. The network is now recovering. We don't know exactly what caused the issue yet. Super preliminary observation. It looked like consensus was running, but validations were not being published, causing the network to drift apart. Validator operators manually intervened to choose a sane starting point after the last ledger that anyone could have seen as fully validated, and begin publishing validations from there. This can be done without coordination, but it's always better to get second and third opinions. Once servers started seeing a few validations from a few sources, they were able to build enough consensus to pull the network over to a coordinated ledger stream after the last ledger the network managed to validate. This is all preliminary and might turn out to be wrong. Very few UNL operators actually made any changes, as far as I can tell, so it's possible the network spontaneously recovered. I'm not sure yet. And then he followed up with another update. He said, it looks like, as far as we can tell, only one validator operator manually intervened. It's still not entirely clear if that solved the problem or the network self-healed. And so that is the latest we have even to this point. I was hoping by now, since over 24 hours had passed, that we'd have something more solid. But sometimes it takes time for anybody who could reasonably figure out what happened to put together something comprehensive enough that they feel comfortable sharing it publicly. But I didn't want to wait any longer to make a video, so this is what we know to this point. Yes, everything is fine. Yes, your XRP is safe. This isn't going to hinder adoption of XRP, and clearly the market doesn't care, or the price of XRP would have tanked, but it didn't this time, or either of the previous 2 times that I'm aware of the XRP ledger halting. So everything fine. Now, when we do get additional information, I'll be happy to put out a new video highlighting exactly what occurred. but this is the best we have at this point in time. I just didn't want to go any longer without acknowledging it. But yeah, look, this stuff happens. XRP Ledger is still amazing. Best thing since sliced bread. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.